So, when I was a kid growing up, I wasn't a big fan of superheroes. I didn't read comics, didn't really watch any shows unless you count Power Rangers. I watched the movies, a lot of the movies. I was shown Christopher Reeve's Superman movies, and I loved those. Superman was my favourite superhero as a kid growing up. Apart from him though, I liked Spider-Man and I liked Wolverine. I liked Spider-Man because of the Spider-Man Tobey Maguire movies. The first two were just amazing. And the X-Men franchise, I didn't like it. The first 4 movies, I didn't like any of them. But I loved Wolverine in every single one. Wolverine was just amazing. So I loved Wolverine, I liked Spider-Man, I loved Superman. I didn't like Superman Returns though. I didn't like Green Lantern, Fantastic Four, didn't like those. The Hulk movie in 2002, I think it was. I didn't like that movie either. I watched a lot of the movies, but I wasn't a big fan, apart from like a few characters. And you're probably wondering, what was I into? I was into animated movies. Pixar, DreamWorks, Shrek, Ice Age, Cars, The Incredibles, Toy Story, Monsters Inc. That's what I liked. I also liked action movies. I loved Rambo. I was a massive Stallone fan. I loved Rambo. I loved Rocky. I loved Die Hard. That's not Stallone, of course, but I loved Die Hard. I loved action movies and animated movies. That's mainly what I liked. Superheroes, not that much. But now, superhero movies are my favourite type of movie right now. I watch every movie that's released by the MCU, by the Fox Marvel, by DCEU. I watch all of them. Every movie they release, any of the 3 companies, anything they release, I will watch, guaranteed. I play some games. I watch a lot of the TV shows, the Marvel Netflix shows, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I loved Agent Carter when it was going. On DC's side, the CW shows, Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl. I watch all of those. I watch Gotham. So I love superhero movies and TV shows now. I didn't before, apart from a few characters. And you're probably wondering, what changed? Well, the year 2012 happened. And more specifically, The Dark Knight Rises. Now, going into this movie, there was a lot of hype going around it, about the trilogy, everything. I didn't watch the first 2 movies at this point in 2012. I didn't watch the first 2 movies because I didn't think they were any good. But there are a lot of hype around them, around my school. Like literally, like in my school year, half the year we're gonna go and see the movie in one screening. Like we're filling up the cinema. It's literally just us. We didn't even rent it or anything. We just bought all the tickets and sat in the cinema screen together, like a bunch of people from our school. And I wanted to go as well. I wanted to be a part of that. But I didn't watch the previous 2 movies, so I went to go and watch them. I watched Batman Begins, I watched Dark Knight, and I was like, okay, this is why it's so hyped. This is amazing. I'm like, why did I not see this before? This is another level, especially The Dark Knight. That was just brilliant. To me, even now, the best superhero movie of all time. It's a masterpiece. Then I watched Rises. It was good, wasn't as good as the other 2, but still, I really loved it. 3 great movies, and that trilogy for me is what changed the game. That is what got me into the superhero genre more. But it wasn't just that came out in 2012. No. Avengers, the first Avengers movie came out in 2012. Now in 2008, I watched Iron Man, same year as The Dark Knight of course, but I didn't watch The Dark Knight that year. I watched Iron Man in the cinema. I watched the Hulk, I didn't like it. I liked Iron Man, didn't like the Hulk movie, The Incredible Hulk. But I saw Tony Stark turn up after credits scene and I thought, wow, are they making a Hulk Iron Man movie? Well, what's going on? Like, I didn't know about the Avengers, so I didn't know anything that was going on because I didn't read the comics, so I didn't know anything about it. So I didn't like Iron Man 2. I didn't watch Thor. I didn't watch it because it didn't interest me. It just looked really weird and bad to me, so I didn't watch it. I liked Captain America. I watched that. Then the Avengers trailer came along and I was like, whoa, this is what they were building up to. This is the big team-up movie that they are building up to. It was just a really good movie as well. One of the best MC movies even now. And that also changed the game for me. It made me a bigger fan of Marvel. And the Dark Knight trilogy made me a bigger fan of DC. This is where my love for Marvel and DC came from. These 2 things, the Dark Knight trilogy and the Avengers movie. This is where my love for superheroes came along. I love both DC and Marvel. I love them both equally. So after these movies I thought, yeah, I gotta check out more of these. I just gotta check out more of these. I mean, how can I not? So I went back to the X-Men movies. I thought, I didn't see First Class, so let's go and see First Class. I loved First Class. That was just a brilliant movie. I was like, okay, they've improved. It put me off because there's no Wolverine, and it was a prequel, and I was like, this ain't gonna do anything to me. It's not gonna interest me at all. But it did, and I loved First Class. I loved Days of Future Past a few years later, and I love the rest of the MCU. Of course, the MCU continued on. We've got The Winter Soldier, which for me is still now the best MCU movie. We've got Guardians of the Galaxy, which was another one of the best ones. Avengers 2 was underwhelming, but yeah, we got some underwhelming movies, some average movies in the MCU, but also some very good ones. And the MCU for me just got stronger in every phase. I mean, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy were the best MCU movies, and then Phase 3 was the most consistent phase for me. Like, it had the most good movies out of all the phases. That was like a story time in a way. Probably put in my story time playlist because yeah, I'm just a big fan of superheroes, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it now. It's the 23rd as I'm recording this. Comes out on the 26th here, 25th in some countries, 27th everywhere, I think, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, really looking forward to this movie. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. The end is near.
We don't fight for one life. We fight for all of them.
Avengers: Infinity War.